Welcome to Alexander Forbes Investments Weekly Economic Focus with me, Isaah, the Chief Economist. US midterm elections produced a split Congress, with Democrats taking control of the House of Representatives and the Republican increasing its control of the Senate. What this implies is that the US policy path will remain unchanged with confrontational trade policy, but a fresh tax cut is unlikely, and continued repeal of the Affordable Care Act is also unlikely. Markets reacted as expected, with the US dollar gaining ground by the end of the week, which led to weakness in emerging market currencies. The rand weakened along with other emerging markets, from just below 14 to the US dollar to 14.31 this morning. The impact of the weak currency on the inflation outlook will be offset by lower oil prices, currently at $70 per barrel. However, Saudi Arabia agreed to cut oil exports overnight, which will help to stem the recent slide in Brent crude oil. Economic data over the past week has been mixed. Mining production continued to contract in September and will subtract from third quarter 2018 GDP growth. On the other hand, manufacturing production rose on the month and will offset the decline in mining production. This week, we expect retail sales to show a marginal contraction of 0.3% month-on-month, following 0.6% and 1.5% acceleration in July and August. For third quarter, retail sales will contribute positively to GDP growth. Another less prevalent indicator as far as market impact is concerned is wholesale sales, which we expect to post negative growth in September and in third quarter 2018. We forecast GDP growth of 1.5% quarter-on-quarter, seasonally adjusted and annualized in third quarter, up from minus 0.7% and minus 2.6% in the second quarter and first quarter respectively, which means that the technical recession will come to an end. The big risk remains agricultural production, which was instrumental in the negative prints that we saw over the past two quarters. Globally, market focus will be on the implication of the US midterm outcomes on policy positions, particularly on trade. The initial assessment is that it's unlikely to change the broad policy configurations. Italy will resubmit its budget to the European Commission after its initial submission was rejected because it did not comply with the required budget deficit reduction path. China and US negotiations on trade will also take center stage following indications from both Chinese and US authorities that they are willing to strike a mutually beneficial trade deal. That's it for this week, and we'll bring you our expectations for the November CPI inflation and next week's South African Reserve Bank Monetary Policy Committee meeting in the next vlog. Stay tuned. Until next time, from me, Isaah, goodbye.